It says you're positive for HSV1.
Where you realize and find out that you have something as severe as that, it's heartbreaking.
When did you like contract? You know what I'm saying? Like,
what though? What have you heard about me?
When? It says you're positive for HSV1.
Everyone and their mama on the internet, in the YouTube space, Twitch space, is screaming. They have all been touched by the Guccithirdleg curse. Now look, I am gonna pull some jokes about herpes, but at the same time, don't worry about it if you do have it. It's not the end of the world, okay? Just to put that out there for my homies that watch me and for my girlies that got herpes, you're still a normal human being, okay? Ain't nothing wrong with you. It's just, if you're not asymptomatic, it's very inconvenient. But let's continue. So it all started when a video on Twitter went viral of this girl named, what's her name? Denise came out saying that she got HVS2 from Guccithirdleg. And I know, who the hell is he? I thought he was a rapper when I first heard his name, but it turned out he's a big OF creator with a very third arm. Okay, I wouldn't say it's a third leg, I would say it's a third arm. I'm like, bro, who is taking it? So apparently he had herpes since 2021 and he's been spreading it to all the OnlyFans creators. And let's just put this out there, if you are OF creator who's collabing and you are doing it raw, you guys all have herpes, except that you're going to get that if you are going to the industry and going to have raw with multiple partners. Even if you're going to wear protection with multiple partners, you are going to get it. And I'm gonna explain that more down the line, but let's get into it.
My body count was like 3,100, but I was really, I didn't feel too bad about it because my ex-chick, Diamond the Body, had like 2,000 or whatever, but.
Diamond the Body? Not only you got your tooth knocked out, now you got HVS.
So it was like, when I was dealing with my chick, she couldn't really be like, oh, your body count's too much, because her body count like 2,000. My body count like 3,000, so it's like, damn, like, I ain't feel too.
Okay, Denise, whatever her name is, this is the chick that ended up going online exposing it.
I'm here to tell you guys that allegedly Guccithirdleg is out here giving people HSV2, that is genital herpes. If you collabed with him and then found out a month to 3 months later that you have genital herpes, there's a high likelihood that you got by that man. Please go get tested if you did have any collaborations with him.
Now let me tell you why this is the problem. These OnlyFans creators are usually majority of them are never getting tested for HVS1 and HVS2 because the doctors do not include it in the STD panel. Even the special STD panels that only creators get, because it's not recommended, and it's even here, like they really don't recommend getting tested for HVS. But anyway, majority of you have to go to another laboratory to get tested and pay extra money to find out if you have it. Now some of you guys have good doctors who would test for it. Some of you guys are dumb and you think your doctors do test you for it and give you a call and say you're negative, and you haven't actually seen the test results yourself. So these girls now are gonna go to the doctors, ask for the test. They're gonna find out they most likely have to go to a laboratory. They go to the laboratory, get tested, and then they find out they have it and they cry and they blame it on Guccithirdleg. This is the problem. Most likely that most of these girls never got tested for herpes simplex 1 before, or even 2. And when they do realize that they do have it, they are going to blame it on him. But this is the thing, how do you know that you actually got it from him if you never had the test before to figure out if you had it before? Because for all you know, you could be asymptomatic. All you know, you could have had it before and you never shown an outbreak until now. So it's going to be very, very difficult to pin it on this man.
I know a lot of people are being insensitive and saying like, oh, he fucks everybody raw, how are you surprised? Stuff like that is not always common knowledge. And another thing is there are several niches on social media, so a lot of people aren't aware of his gross or abusive ways until they actually experience it. They don't see it on social media. So I'm gonna say this a couple times on my platform to make sure that the word gets out, because I have now a big platform. Gucci, I've been waiting for this. I'm here to tell you that. Devastating, but I just got another phone call that Guccithirdleg infected another girl allegedly with HSV2. If you are a victim of this man, please come forward, text me personally. I will get your story out there completely anonymously. Please. There are so many people that are just getting swept under the rug. He literally told this fucking person, everybody has herpes in the industry. No, they don't.
Okay, not everybody, but the majority of people do. That is a hard fact. If you are doing raw, you got HVS1 or HVS2. Now, the reason why Gucci is saying this is because he knows he has it. He knows that how he's just being real about this instant. Anyone who understands how herpes works is going to know that every OnlyF creator who does raw, including in the gay LGBT scene in the OF community, they all have herpes.
I know the people that already have it know exactly what I'm talking about, but whenever you realize and find out that you have something as severe as that, it's heartbreaking. It causes you to go through an immense amount of trauma and depression. I was going through so much at the time, and I've already gone through so much, so at the time it was very hard for me to speak up about anything. I do fully disclose anybody that I have sexual interactions with. I tell them before. Nobody is made unaware. You guys can demonize me, whatever, but I'm sorry. Hearing these girls sob and not know what to do because for a while they didn't know if that's what was going on. It's so sad because the agency does not make you test. Talent testing does not make you test for herpes. That is one of the only things that they don't make you test.
Guys, I'm so glad that this girl has come out and she is speaking out about this whole situation because it's true. The talent aren't going to make you get tested because most of them are unaware themselves. They do have it, some are kind and they're going to tell you. Other people though, don't feel like they should be responsible for something that you should technically be responsible for, and they don't care. They're not going to tell you ish. And then you got the bunch of other people who are just unknowledgeable, not educated at all on the subject, and they're spreading it everywhere. Because of this, there's been a video flying around of Guccithirdleg with a little... Now, when I saw this image, I was like, why do people think this is herpes? It looked like monkey pox. It could even pass as syphilis because it did not look like this. It did not look like this. It looked like this. Monkey pox. Syphilis. One person that was really scared about this situation was Raiden Ross. When? Raiden Ross was defending this girl on the internet and basically in love.
NBA Young Jew donated $1. Bro's trying to impress his 12-year-old viewers by bringing the most ran through LA female who don't care, lil bro.
See, you can't even... I got you, baby. Relax. Actually, I can't say that. Fuck. I got you. No, you're good. You're not ran through. You're literally a wife type. I don't know why they say that. I can tell you're like generally being honest.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're wife type.
Thank you.
I'm not even joking either. You like actually have like a really good soul. I can tell.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Again, you're joking.
I'm really not joking.
Ooh, that was so smooth because he got it.
Apparently he did the business because he went on live and he was screaming for his life because he was scared, bro.
I mean, I'm fucked, dude. Like this guy named Guccithirdleg, he has 3,000 bodies.
Nigga, you talking about that black with the herpes on it, nigga?
Yes.
Why are you looking at that? Are you gay?
Convy, he Sky Bree, bro.
Wait, what?
Yes.
So you got me sick then, nigga?
No, retard. I haven't Sky Bree in years.
All right, well, they years ago. So that means you...
When?
That means you have it then, and you spreading it out. See? I knew you always had some bullshit going on with you, bro. You're not just perfect, you just Jewish, so you get a lot of, like, you get away with a lot of things, bro.
So he really wanted to talk to Mr. Third Leg, and so he did, and it got clarification that apparently this girl didn't have it or didn't mess with him or something, and apparently Aiden Ross doesn't have it. But this is what's funny. Aiden Ross probably has it because I could just tell by listening to this, he has never been tested before. Aiden, you messed with this girl and you didn't get tested afterwards? Because if you got tested afterwards, you then don't have to worry if you got something or not, my boy. So we know you haven't been tested, Aiden. Go to a clinic, Aiden. Go to a laboratory, my boy. Get tested. He ended up interviewing Guccithirdleg, and y'all, check this out.
What are you positive for? What is that?
Can you read that?
It says you're positive for HSV1.
Yes.
So what is that? Can you explain what that means?
So positive for HSV1 means you do not have herpes.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
It means you have had probably like a cool sore, more so stuff like that. And this is very common in the whole world.
Okay, so this is the problem, and I don't blame this guy for it. I blame the doctors. Let me tell you a story. When I was in South America, there was a lot of baddies that wanted to hook up with me and wanted to get with me. I told them, go get tested and then show me my results and then we can get down to business. I kid you not. Everyone who got tested had HVS2 or HVS1. Two of those people were in the OF community. Anyway, these people try to convince me, oh, it's okay. The doctor told me I got it in the past.
Oh no, security!
See, this is the problem. And not just one person told me that. Multiple people told me that their doctor said it was okay because they got it in the past. Yes, it's okay because look, if you do have it, it's not the end of the world, right? You're not gonna die, it's not gonna kill you. The second you got it in the past, yes, it's true. You did got it in the past. You caught it in the past, but you still have it. The doctors just inconveniently leave that part out, put two different sentences together. You got it in the past, it's okay. And now people think that they don't have it because the way the doctors have said it to them. I want to slap every single doctor that says that. If your doctor says that, you need to give your doctor a lecture. The way they said it was incorrect. Yes, you got it in the past, but you still have it. You still shed the virus, you still have outbreaks sometimes, and you may be asymptomatic, which means you have no outbreaks, but you shed the virus. So the way this man said it is like, oh, it's okay, I had it in the past. Nah, boo-boo, you still have it. And yes, you did have an outbreak, and maybe you don't have outbreaks anymore, but you still could, there's a possibility that you spread it. Now, it is less likely because he had an outbreak. Right? Usually when people have outbreaks, that's when they're most likely going to spread it. People who are asymptomatic, they're kind of the ones you should be worried about because they don't have outbreaks, so you don't know when they're shedding. But sometimes people who do not have outbreaks anymore still could shed. See, there's still not even a lot of information on herpes today in 2024. No one knows when they're shedding. There's nothing to tell you if you're shedding or not.
Right.
2 out of 3 people in the world have HSV1.
Let me just look it up so I can.
Content creators, most adult stars, they do not test for HSV1. And in the situation, I understand she is a victim, but I'm sorry, Danae Davis is not my victim. Also, to kind of backtrack on everything, me and Danae filmed on February 10th. When we filmed on February 10th, Danae did not show me a new test. She did not show me a previous test. She never even showed me a test. I was wrong as a content creator for even working with her. But just knowing how desperate she sounded, how eager she was, she said she needed money to make for her, like for her rent. She said she needed to make money for her mom.
Basically, Guccithirdleg was desperate to also make money because he saw another girl that was desperate and we need to make like what, 4 videos with him. And that's basically what happened. This man was desperate and accepted to hook up with a woman that didn't even show her test results. So she's crying and saying that she got HVS2 from him. How do you know, girl? Because apparently you never got tested before for HVS. So how do you know you got it from him and not another creator that you got with? See, this is when you girls mess up because you never were educated on that beforehand and you never got tested beforehand. So now you could never really pin down who gave it to you. Now we know that this man is careless and he's desperate and hungry for some money that he's willing to X with a girl who has not showed him the test. Now he probably does have it and has been spreading it around. Oh, I feel very sorry for that girl that let him do that to her in her mouth.
Let me spin your mouth. Oh.
And now she even got a tattoo of his name on her head. Now apparently he got an updated test and he was meant to go on Aiden Ross's live so he can show his new test results. And basically guys, he ghosted.
The Guccithirdleg, he's not answering us. He doesn't want to get on stream tonight.
Are you gonna buy his NFT?
No, I'm not. I can't get a response from Guccithirdleg as of right now. We're trying. Tav is spamming him. I'm actually gonna see if he has another update. Last time
I wonder why. He probably in Photoshop right now trying to hide the fact that he got HBS2. Now he has got with so many girls that even Deshae Ross was scared, okay? He was contacting someone that apparently he got with.
I was on your show.
In December.
We were filming the show.
In December, right?
I think that was November, actually.
November, yeah. We shot the end of November and we posted it in December.
Yeah.
When did you like contract? You know what I'm saying, like.
I contracted herpes February 10th or the 13th, one of those 2 days, and I didn't find out that I had herpes until March.
February. Okay.
March 30th.
Okay, bet. And after the stream when you came over and shit, you pulled me to the side and you told me whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
I literally told you the whole rundown.
Yeah.
And we did not that day.
Yeah. No, for sure.
People are worried that Kai Sent has it now. Let's get down to the educational line, and I really had to teach you guys this because look, there are freaks running around here who are not getting proper tested and they're acting like they're educated on the situation when they're not. But let me tell y'all, I was watching Petty blog, right? And Petty blog got something very wrong. Now, I'm not coming for her at all because the misinformation on the internet is crazy. Petty blog and a lot of people trying to say that HBS1 and HBS2 are the same thing, they're just in different locations. Wrong. HBS2 is way more severe. HBS1 is less severe. Usually it shows up as a cold sore. Yes, your cold sore is HBS1. Now I have a friend who has HBS2 up here. It shows up in clusters on the side of his mouth. And I know someone else who shows clusters down here and his brain also swells up because everyone's body is different and how they react to the virus. That's why you really need to be careful with the ish. You can get HBS1 down here and up here. You can get HBS2 also up here and also down there. It doesn't matter. Now what happens is someone with HBS1 ends up doing the lock 360, okay? It's the lock 360. The lock 360 on a man, and then he ends up getting HBS1. He thinks it's HBS2 because the misinformation about, oh, if you got it down here, that means it's HBS2. No, it's HBS1. Now the thing is, the condom protects you, and I don't know the exact percentage, but I think it's around 80 to 70%. Let me tell you why. Because your HBS1 or HBS2 could be, okay, so it's here, right? This is where my is. It could be above here. Because the person could have been sitting on me, and their HBS1 or HBS2 could have been on another part of their body, and now I got it here. Let me ask you a question. Does my rubber protect there? No. Does my rubber protect my basketballs? No. So how is a condom going to protect you from HBS1 and HBS2? 100%. It doesn't. It's only like around 70-80%. So how do people get HBS1 and HBS2? People get it from skin-to-skin contact if the person has an active outbreak or if the person doesn't have an active outbreak but they're shedding. Because the way you get it is by skin-to-skin friction. People say you can get it from sharing a drink with someone that has it. Maybe if they have an outbreak, but it's very low risk because when the virus is outside of the body or whatever, it doesn't survive. Like the chances of you getting it from sharing a drink with someone is pretty low.
You can also get it from birth. You can also get it from your parents or your grandparents who have it and they kiss you on the cheek when you were a child. It's pretty common, and yeah, most people have HBS1.
The only way you can find out if a person has it is by blood test results, and even then it's not really 100% accurate. Sometimes the blood test result can be false. The most accurate blood test result is in Washington, D.C. I think it's the gold standard blood test, something like that. Y'all can go Google it. They have the most accurate test in the world. Don't go cheap and get a urine test. That urine test does not count. Now, once you figure out that you have it, then it's okay. If you have it, it's not the end of the world. If you have outbreaks, it's gonna be inconvenient. That's why when these other people running around say, well, it's not really a big deal. Yes, it's not a big deal. It's not the end of the world, but it's very inconvenient. And it's so important to tell people that. Do you know how annoying it would be? Imagine if I couldn't eat my protein shakes anymore. Imagine if I couldn't eat peanut butter anymore. Imagine if I couldn't get stressed because I'm gonna get more stressed that I'm gonna have an outbreak now because I got stressed. I would hate to live like that. Hell to the no. Yeah, it's not gonna kill me, and there's medicines to soothe it and all that. Great. But now I have to pay extra money for that shit. Then oh my God. That's why I'd rather not go through all that bull. If I'm gonna get it, please make sure it's the person I spend the rest of my life with. Then he gonna pay for all the medicine. Y'all gotta realize it's not a death sentence, but it is very inconvenient. And you should have a choice, and you should also be smart before hooking up with someone, making sure they get tested and find out when was the last time they got intimate. If they got intimate a week ago, then now you gotta wait 3 to 2 weeks until they get tested again to see if they got something from the person that they hooked up 3 weeks ago. Don't hook up with someone who shows you a test that was 3 weeks ago, but they hooked up with someone yesterday. Don't be a dummy, okay? Because now you gotta wait for them to get tested to find out if they got something from that person yesterday. Really low risk of you getting it is through your hand because it's different there. It's the skin in there, all that is different there. You can still get it, but it's very, very low risk. So if you were to give someone the chances of you getting it there is very low. Unless they have an active outbreak and you touch it, oh baby, you gonna get it. And that's all I have to say about this subject, guys. Make sure to hit the subscribe button with notifications. Smash that like button.